So the base damage of Fang Prime went up by about 3 times. The status and crit chance went from 5% to 26% apiece, and the critical multiplier went from 1.5 times to 2.6 times. I think that sounds like a golden age of Fang Prime, So now that update 26 has actually come out, there's 3 things I really want to get into right away. The first, of course, is the golden age of Fang Prime. The second of which will be Ember, the Ember rework, and then the third of which will be the Volbad rework. Both of these reworks really interesting. I want to get into that, but first we'll talk about Fang Prime. Now, like I said, Fang Prime's changes are as follows. Whoops. Critical chance at 26%, status chance at 26%, critical multiplier at 2.6 with a blocking angle of 50 degrees. That's actually kind of useful, not terribly useful, but it's alright. The damage is essentially 3 times the amount that it used to be, and that's really good. So that means we can actually build this weapon, and putting some former into this weapon is not just a giant waste of time. Okay, we're going to use Life Strike, and this is the new Life Strike, which seems really good. You could potentially continue to use Healing Return. That could make sense as well. For a weapon like this, where you're actually going to be getting a lot of status chance out of it, it would actually make sense to put Healing Return if you really want to. But at the same time, because Life Strike no longer uses energy, I'm actually going to advocate for Life Strike now as opposed to Healing Return. But either could be useful. Condition Overload, same idea as Healing Return. It should be really useful. Yes, it is now the semi-nerfed version of Condition Overload, but I would argue that it's still just as strong for weapons like this, because you generally used to not really get that many status types affecting a target, such that you get way past into the absurdity levels. You will not get into the absurdity levels now, but you will get into a higher level faster. Does that make sense? So in my opinion, I think it's still alright. We'll use 2 60-60 boss just to introduce another damage type into this weapon, because I found that not having an extra damage type is really bad. So having Voltaic Strike, Volcanic Edge, radiation damage is always a good choice for me. Blood Rush, because we have extra critical chance, and because it's now easier to build a combo multiplier. Blood Rush's actual critical chance, quote unquote, has been reduced to compensate for that. But personally, I don't think that's going to make all too big of a difference. And of course, Prime Pressure Point, staple mod. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go up against one single Corrupted Heavy Gunner at level 135 first. Oh, this is a 3 former build. 2 former went into fitting the 2 Prime mods, or in this case, Condition Overload and Prime Fury, I think. Yeah. So that's there. And then the third one was actually to change the stance mod, because Dashing Payara, which is the default stance mod for dual daggers, for Fang Prime at least, absolute hot garbage. Don't like it. The thing I like about the one that I'm using right now, Spinning Needle, is that it actually has more. It has more than just 2 stances, or 2 combos. Okay, so. With every stance mod, there are now several combos that you can choose from. You can have a look at it on the actual combo list. You have your normal combo, which is actually useful. You have your block combo. Oh, sorry, this is your forward combo. You have your forward block combo, and then you have your block thing. Okay. For Spinning Needle, the block thing actually kicks enemies all over the place and can actually be really useful for displacing enemies if you don't want to deal with them. So, for example, there we go. Sometimes you end up pulling enemies. It's a bit weird. Sometimes you end up kicking them off the map, so that's actually really useful. Otherwise, the forward combo is like this, and then you can just kind of go into the regular combo. So you kind of just want to go between regular and forward combo, unless you really need to go and close some distance. Then you can use the forward block combo. But generally speaking, I don't really care about the forward block combo. The forward combo, normal combo, and the block kick seems to be the most useful out of all of them. And we also You may have noticed that I also got to use that heavy attack to do quite a decent amount of damage and also inflict a pretty decent slash proc. If this weapon was slash based, this would be absolute god tier, but it's not, unfortunately. It is radiation based. Sorry, it's punctuation based. So puncture based, not punctuation based. So that's a little bit crap. Otherwise, the only thing really left to do is to go up against 8 of these guys. But specifically 8 of them in a magnetized bubble. Hold still. And with that, we could actually see how quick we were able to get Blood Rush to go really high, really quickly. In a matter of seconds, we managed to get up to like 11 times extra Blood Rush. And that's actually the thing that's on the top right-hand corner of the screen. That sort of little thing that says times 11, that's actually just the Blood Rush thing. So it is essentially your combo multiplier -1. That's basically what that is. So let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Do you like the new Fang Prime, the fact that it can actually be used? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, we are truly living in the golden age of Fang Prime, and I can't wait to use this weapon a lot more. And I think it's actually going to fit the aesthetic of the Platinum Arrow a lot more than a gigantic sword. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more WarFrame content, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!